Hello everyone, welcome to the story of Wishmaster, part 10. I'm not going to say very much this time. If you've watched the earlier episodes, you will know that this is the end of the story. So without further ado, let's finish it. Alex thinks about her basketball coaching, and she remembers that in times like this, you need stillness. Time doesn't exist, and you can focus entirely on what you need to do. Alex recalls that the Djinn is only here in our world because Mickey Torelli was responsible for the accident that killed Ed Finney and destroyed the statue of Ahura Mazda. The statue that should be here, in this room, right now. She realises that if you have the help of an omnipotent being, anything is possible. You can even turn back time and change history. So she wishes that Mickey Torelli hadn't been drinking on the job 2 days ago. For a moment, the Djinn thinks he has won, but then it dawns on him what this wish will do. He tries to resist, but he is helpless against his own omnipotence. The statues that accompanied him into the room cease being animated, and the magical energy within them becomes unfocused, causing them to explode. At the same time, the gemstone's magic begins to return. Slowly but surely, it pulls the Djinn inside, just like it did way back in 1127 AD. A ship has arrived with a very rare and precious cargo. It is a large statue of the pre-Islamic god Ahura Mazda. Under Islam, pre-Islamic gods were outlawed, so it is a miracle that this statue has survived. The new owner of the statue, Raymond Beaumont, and his assistant, Ed Finney, have come to the docks in person to collect it. They watch intently as the crate containing the statue is transferred from the ship to the dock. As the crate moves, it sways gently from side to side. The statue is heavy though, and a little bit of swaying might be expected. Nevertheless, Ed Finney is concerned, and he goes across to tell the crane operator to take it slower. The crane operator, Mickey Torelli, acknowledges the request and gives him a thumbs up. Ed is reassured, and everything is just fine. With the crate safely on the dock, Raymond takes it away, and he has the statue installed in his room of lost gods. Life has returned to normal. Josh and Alex are in her office at the auctioneers. Josh is sitting at Alex's desk, looking through the microscope. He is looking at a beautiful diamond. He likes what he sees, and he remarks that this will make someone a very nice engagement gift. Alex smiles, and she says, at the very least, a very nice engagement gift. Alex asks Josh, "So what are we doing tonight?" Josh is surprised. He has been trying to ask Alex out for a while, but she has always turned him down. Now she is asking him out. He replies by asking her, "Where are we going tonight?" Alex suggests dinner and a movie. Josh is even more surprised, and he asks for confirmation by saying, "With me?" Alex responds positively. But still unsure, Josh, half jokingly, replies, "I was thinking about hot dogs and a ball game." Alex laughs, because there is no chance of that. Alex wants dinner and a movie, and a whole lot more. Wishmaster is fantastic. By re-watching it, and making this retelling, I spotted many things that I had missed before. There are so many little details that make it extra special. There are a few flaws, of course, but in the grand scheme of things, they are very, very minor. It doesn't make sense to complain about them. That said, there is one change I'd definitely like to make to the story, but I'll talk about that in another video. Instead, I want to tell you about my interpretation of the final scene. Right at the beginning of this retelling, I talked about how I was interested in the fundamental philosophical ideas. There's one more in Wishmaster that we don't really see until the end. If you remember in part 7, the Djinn tells Alex that all the spells are gone. But the Djinn didn't know about the spell Josh cast on Alex. If he had, he would not have been so confident. In the universe with Ahura Mazda, angels, men and women, and Djinn, love conquers all. If the love story aspect of Wishmaster doesn't appeal to you, you can look at it another way. This other way of looking at it is consistent with the sequels too. I can't really recommend any of them though. They're not in the same league. They have some good moments, but the later Wishmaster stories are not as compelling, and they have far too many flaws. However, they do all have the same MO as the original. The Wishmaster is really just a plot device. The protagonist in each of the Wishmaster films has an issue of some kind. Something has happened to them that has messed up their life in a horrible way. By releasing and defeating the Djinn, the protagonist is able to move on and put whatever it is behind them. He helps them to get their mojo back, as Austin Powers might say. Indeed, the first Wishmaster film should probably be called Wishmaster, Fixing Alexandra's Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder. If you compare the initial two scenes with Josh and Alex, when she steadfastly refuses to go out with him, with the final scene, the difference is obvious. Indeed, they flip it around, and they make Josh the uncertain one. But I'm fairly sure he'll get over that. Let me know what you think.